Hey, I'm here with Man Cave alumni, Nathaniel Dyer. I'm sorry, sir.
Hello.
It's been a minute since we've seen each other.
Yeah, it has been. It has
Yeah, Nathaniel was on the Man Cave over a year ago when we were talking about the school system, and I think at that time the school system was going through the issue with the teachers, I believe, at that time.
been. Cheating scandal?
The cheating scandal, I think that was a part of the conversation of that particular Man Cave episode. Because I remember you were there with Minister Mason.
Right.
And, and Mr. Anderson.
Oh, yeah,
Henry
right,
Anderson.
right.
Yeah. But today, Mr. Dyer and I ran into each other at a luncheon over at the Mural Cafe at the AU Center, and it was
Right.
wonderful to see you, Mr. Dyer.
Great seeing you too.
Well, man, we got into a conversation, and by the way, Mr. Dyer has a show at People TV, and what's the
Right.
name of your show?
It's called The Anthem with Fierce Soul, which comes on Tuesdays at 6 o'clock, Saturdays at 8 o'clock.
Awesome. And you guys look out for the Man Cave. We're on the way back now. But me and Mr. Dyer got in a conversation about about President Obama and his legacy and the things that he did or did not do. And I'm realizing that in our community, Nate, there's a lot of varying opinions about what the first black president of the United States actually did for black people. And a lot of different opinions. And Mr. Dyer, you were saying that you felt like his legacy might not be as solid as what he would like it to be, because you think that he didn't really have an agenda, is the way you put it.
Well, I'll just say this. As far as relates to significant legislation for black people, there was none. People want to say, well, he's the president for everybody. But Lyndon B. Johnson, who's on record as being a racist, the Civil Rights Act, that was passed. And he's a white man. We can talk equality all day, that he did certain things for the people, but we need equity. Equity is when, hey, somebody's here and somebody's down here. In our communities, we've been here, so you need a certain level of equity as relates to economics. I say let's start with economics first. But he built out Wall Street. They were suffering. But historically, our communities have been hit economically.
Well, okay, Nate. Here's
and we needed some infusion.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Now, as you guys can see, now we building up to a very powerful man cave show. I'm getting a little emotional on my man shave. Okay, so a lot of us is going to say that the president did all he could do with what he had to work with, because we put him in office and then we left him alone. We didn't.
I have to disagree with that.
Okay, well, we didn't vote the people on the local and state levels that would support the agenda that he might have. So he was fighting a mounting battle for the entire 8 years, and it was noted that they were not going to do anything to assist him and allow. He faced unprecedented resistance of any American president in history. So now, with that understood, that a lot of us believe, how can you say that he didn't do anything for blacks when he did all he could do with what he had to work with?
I can't accept that. He came in with a mandate, okay? And I would say, in my opinion, the black community say, okay, first 4 years, he can't come out right out and do anything for us because of the fear of not being reelected. What's the excuse for the next 4 years when you're in there? And, again, there's no significant legislation or hello, black people, until you need us during the Hillary Clinton election. But you say, hey, it'll be an insult to your legacy, or there was something else. And black people showed him. Black people showed him where to go with that insult and all of this kind of stuff, because it shouldn't have been about him. It should have been about us and our legacy moving forward. When you have a people who have been oppressed in this country pretty much from day one, you have the opportunity to finally see the light, and you have a person elected in the highest office, and you still stagnated and there is no growth. Well, it is what it is. Take the emotions out of it. He didn't step up to the cause.
Some people are going to say, Nate, that he helped us save our homes, a lot of us. He helped us, some of us even got rid of the student loans, which has been an anchor to a lot of our economic development.
He can get.
He gave a cell phone.
He can give us all $1,000, but that does not tip the scale. That's equality, not equity. We need equity. Okay, I'll give you a prime example. In Chicago, his buddy Rahm Emanuel went and wanted to close 60 schools in low-income communities. Now, you can say that's Rahm Emanuel, not Obama. But how about Obama comes back to help him get reelected? But then the communities that are impacted, just like in Atlanta, are being gentrified. You know, billions of dollars of development, but you have to close the schools first. So, you know, it's nothing personal. We just have to have a high level of expectations for our leadership to be in our best interest.
You know, I got a feeling, Nate, that a lot of people are going to have some opinions on everything we're saying here. Some are going to agree with you. Some are going to support the fact that I believe that he did what he could do with what he had to work with.
Well,
and
I'll tell you this. Watch Trump show people. Okay, you want to disagree with me? Watch Trump show people exactly how to use the power of the presidency. Okay.
Really?
Right? Yeah. You're going to see, because you see, Trump's going to use what they call white privilege. You understand?
Okay. Is it white privilege or rich privilege?
I'm going to tell you like this. It begins with white privilege first. You know? And, okay, of course, he's got people fighting against him. You got people all around. So what's going to be the difference? And watch him get his stuff there. He's not going to give a damn. Like we got to say, he's not going to have people saying, well, he can't do this, he can't do that. They're saying, go ahead and do it. And guess what? Nobody has to tell him that he's the president for everybody. Because first and foremost, he's going to be the president for the white people. And that doesn't have to be said or stated. And they're not going to be ashamed to say, well, what we expect certain things. Because those people in those states, what's that? The mountains and the Wisconsins and all those came out and they expect something, some payback. Believe that.
It's going to be very interesting to see if they actually get any payback, because he's talking about taking their benefit off the table with destroying their health care. So that's going to be very interesting. But Nate, it's a pleasure to see you here, sir. And I think we just built up the momentum for another Man Cave production, as well as your show again is what?
The Anthem with Fierce Soul.
The Anthem with Pure Soul. Fierce. The Anthem with Fierce Soul. We're going to have to follow that, guys.
Yeah, peopletv.org. And check out the schedule. And, of course, YouTube as well.
Awesome. You guys are going to... Now, I want comments on this. I want to know what you guys think. What did President Obama really do? I really want to know. I know this gets kind of emotional.
I say, I give him credit for something, but the LGBT community benefited. Who else? Big business benefited. There are a lot of groups who, the situation over Israel, the Jews, but I even say Latino. When you say Latinos benefited, with certain things that he put in place, but nothing significant for black people, and that's the reality. Take the emotions out of it.
I'm gonna tell you guys, y'all look for a Man Cave show, because I'm disagreeing with a lot of what Mr. Dyer is saying. I think there's a lot more beef to this conversation. Look forward to a Man Cave show to talk about this, and I want to know what your opinions are as well.
Well, hey, had he really did what black people wanted, we would have come out again in droves to support him. But, I say, and I'm not speaking for all black people, but I would say this: we love hard. And we expect certain things. But when you don't come through, don't expect us to show up to the polls to support.
I think there's a whole nother variable. We got to talk about this in the Man Cave. Y'all stay tuned. Thanks, Nate.
I'm telling them.
Love you.